We all feel alone at some point in our lives. The feeling of loneliness is terrible, and we think that making friends is the answer. But I don't think it's that simple. When I was 14 years old, I had a pretty hard time making friends. I had just moved schools, and coming in as freshman, I didn't have the best experience. I thought people were just assholes, they only cared about themselves, and I would kind of like victimize myself for not having friends. And let's not even talk about a girlfriend, because I had every insecurity known to man. I remember this one day, I came to school with a bunch of band-aids all over my face. And when people would ask me, I would just tell them I got in a fight or something. It was like, it was so dumb. But all this led me to feeling lonely, and I started resenting other people for it. Much later, and after years of dealing with loneliness, I realized that the real causes were lack of social skills, bad mental health, and low self-esteem, which is a symptom of bad mental health. The problem, however, was not other people. It was my fault, not theirs. If you blame other people for your lack of connection, it makes you resent other people more, which just makes you feel worse. I had made 2 really good friends in my 4 years of high school, one of which I didn't ever see again after high school. I experienced a lot of quick friendships where I would be cool with someone for like a week, but then after the initial joke or conversation would just get old, we just wouldn't talk anymore after. And that brings us to 2021, which was my first year in college. Luckily, during COVID and a little bit after that, I had been working on myself by watching a lot of YouTube videos. I was working on my mental health, my social skills, and I also became a little bit more confident because I was starting to hit the gym for the first time. So when I went to college, I immediately made friends. A little bit before that, I had also been in a talking stage with a girl, which obviously didn't last very long, but it was my first time opening up to someone besides my 2 friends, which one of them, by the way, lives in a whole other state, to make matters worse. So I had made some friendships, but for some reason, again, they didn't last very long. And even when I did have those friends back in college, I didn't really feel that much better. Which brings us to the second problem, which is that even if you can make friends, you don't make quality ones, which can honestly be worse than being alone. I feel like you can feel alone, even if you have people, when you don't have meaningful connections or conversations with them. Some of these relationships or friendships might be transactional, where one person only cares about what the other can do for them. Even if they pretend to care, it's only when they feel like they're losing privilege or access to what you can provide for them. They don't actually care about you as a person. So care enough about you to make time to work on your mental health, on your social skills, and even if you have to plan it or schedule it, just make sure that you take that time to do that. Keep working on it until you build meaningful relationships with people that you actually like spending time with and you like listening to. They should feel the same way. And you will know if they're friends worth having. And the same thing goes for a romantic partner. Having the right people in your life is gonna make you happier than being alone, but being alone is going to make you happier than having the wrong people in your life. Don't just have people to have people, but do strive to meet and build good relationships with people that build you up. Some people just do something good for you so that then later on you can owe them an even bigger favor. Like I was saying before with transactional relationships and friendships. It's fully conditional. If you don't provide them with a certain thing that you always provide them with on a certain day, then they're out. A true friend genuinely cares about you, the person. My advice for those people that feel like you're too busy to work on your social skills or to build connections because you're so busy with your goals or building a business or whatever, honestly, you're going to be a happier person when you do build those connections and when you do make those friends and get that relationship, which in turn will make you more productive and honestly kind of smarter because you're spending more time or more quality time working on your business or on things that you like versus just doing everything alone and just lacking that energy that you would have if you did have people around you. If you're alone and you feel like it's not by choice, look, you just haven't found your crowd yet. That's cool. Have a goal, pursue it, and put yourself in environments where you're just bound to meet other people that are also working on the same goals that you are. And just naturally, conversation is going to spark. Other people feel the same way that you do. So before you approach someone, just remember that you might be helping them as much as you're helping yourself. Start thinking about how you can add to someone else's life. And if they're a good fit, they're going to do the same for you. The type of friends that will stick by your side whenever you have nothing else to offer them besides yourself, your personality, your view on life. Somebody out there needs that person. Somebody out there needs you. Think about the gym, for example. You will see random strangers just going up to each other to congratulate each other on PRs. And that can sometimes be the start of a friendship. Don't have friends out of desperation. Have people that actually add to your life. And in my opinion, it honestly starts from you going about it from a perspective of what can I give to someone instead of what can I receive from someone. And then when you give to someone, the response will tell you everything that you need to know about that connection. And a lot of the time we forget that this lack of connection can be solved by you spending more time with your mom, with your dad, siblings if you have any. Just spend more time with family. And if that's not an option, then just spend more time improving yourself to become a person that's more approachable. And just more importantly, that you're proud of being. Focus on you until the focus is on you. Click on the link down below. It's going to take you to a small community of people that I'm putting together. They're all looking to become a better version of themselves and just find happiness in their life. Anyways, that's it for me. Just don't forget, you're amazing.